Have you ever dreamed of packing your bags, leaving everything behind, and starting a new life somewhere warmer, cheaper, and a little more laid back? Well, thousands of Americans are doing just that, and their destination of choice? Mexico. From retirees to remote workers, from digital nomads to entire families, more and more US citizens are crossing the southern border. But why is this happening now? And what does it mean for both Americans and Mexicans? Let's explore the real reasons behind this growing trend. In the past decade, the number of Americans living in Mexico has doubled. As of recent estimates, over 1.6 million US citizens now call Mexico home, making it the largest population of Americans living abroad. And that's just the official count. Many experts believe the true number is even higher, with long-term tourists and undocumented expats flying under the radar. From Mexico City to Puerto Vallarta, from small beach towns to colonial cities, Americans are showing up in droves. But what's really driving this movement? One of the biggest reasons? Money. Let's face it, life in the US is expensive, housing prices are skyrocketing, healthcare costs are out of control, and for many, even a middle-class lifestyle is becoming unsustainable. In contrast, Mexico offers a lower cost of living across the board. Rent in cities like Guadalajara or Merida can be 70% cheaper than in Los Angeles or New York. Eating out, groceries, healthcare, even domestic help, all are significantly more affordable. For retirees on a fixed income or remote workers earning in US dollars, that means a much higher quality of life. The pandemic changed everything. Suddenly, millions of jobs went remote, and many stayed that way. With the rise of remote work, Americans realized if you can work from anywhere, why not do it somewhere better? Mexico, with its close proximity to the US, similar time zones, and relaxed visa policies, became a remote worker hotspot. Cities like Mexico City, Tulum, and Playa del Carmen now have buzzing co-working spaces, international cafes, and thriving expat communities. And with just a tourist visa, Americans can stay up to 180 days, no strings attached. But it's not just about the money. Mexico has something that draws people in on a deeper level. The warm climate, the slower pace of life, the family-oriented culture all make it feel like a breath of fresh air. For many Americans, Mexico offers something that feels increasingly rare back home: human connection. Neighbors greet each other, meals are shared, streets are filled with music and laughter, and then there's the natural beauty. Beaches, jungles, mountains, deserts. Mexico has it all. Retirement in Mexico isn't new, but it's exploding. Places like Lake Chapala, San Miguel de Allende, and Baja California are now home to large retiree communities. These towns often have US-style amenities, English-speaking doctors, and even American-style supermarkets, while still offering authentic Mexican charm. Healthcare is another big draw. Private hospitals in Mexico often provide high-quality care at a fraction of the cost in the US. For retirees, that means they can afford to actually enjoy their golden years, not just survive them. But not everything is sunshine and margaritas. The growing influx of Americans has led to gentrification in some areas. Locals in places like Mexico City and Oaxaca are raising concerns about rising rents, displacement, and loss of culture. Some Americans, knowingly or not, create bubbles, rarely learning Spanish, sticking to expat zones, and driving up prices. There's even growing pushback from graffiti that reads "Tourists go home" to calls for stricter residency laws. It's a complex issue and a reminder that with privilege comes responsibility. Most Americans in Mexico are on tourist visas, renewable by simply leaving and re-entering the country. But Mexico is starting to tighten its policies. Officials are beginning to ask questions. Are these people really just tourists, or are they living here long term? Some Americans are now seeking temporary or permanent residency, which involves proving income or assets. It's still easier than many countries, but it's changing. And with more eyes on immigration, Americans might face the same scrutiny they often impose on others back home. Why are so many Americans moving to Mexico? Because it offers a way out, a fresh start, a better life. a place where dollars stretch further and the soul can breathe a little easier. But it's not without challenges. As more Americans make the move, the question becomes not just how they live in Mexico, but how responsibly. The answer may shape not just their future, but Mexico's as well. Whether it's a temporary escape or a permanent relocation, one thing is clear: the movement is growing, and it's changing lives on both sides of the border.